Life is a time pass. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं. जो थारी राय सो हमारी राय. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, 4th chapter. Last time, yesterday, we completed 23rd mantra. What we are discussing, the topic is, what is that Jyoti because of which? Jyoti means the Prakash, light. What is that light in whose presence various experiences happen in our life? So we were told the sun, the moon, the fire, the speech, see, and the Atma. In the absence of these four, the light of the sun is required during the waking, that of the moon required in the dream, that of the Agni required in the activity, that of the darkness required by the speech. But if all of them are absent, then it is the Atma Jyoti, the light of the self. And this is indicated that in the deep sleep, यद्वै तन्न पश्यति पश्यन् वै तन्न पश्यति नहि द्रष्टुः दृष्टेः विपरिलोपः विद्यते अविनाशित्वात् न तु तद्वितीयम् अस्ति ततो अन्यद् विभक्त यद् पश्येत्. So in the deep sleep there is, see, yadvai, in the deep sleep, tan pashyati, this absolute self, the Atma Prakash, the Atma Jyoti, doesn't see anything. That doesn't mean it is not there. See how important? Yadvai tanna pashyati, pashyan vai tanna pashyati. It is seeing. What it is seeing? The absence of everything. Yesterday also we told this point, very important. We are present in the presence and the absence of everything. See, as much we eliminate the joy, that much we eliminate the miseries. As much we eliminate the victory, that much we eliminate the defeat. This is the Atma Prakash. See, this is the Atma Jyoti. Therefore, Yadvai Tanna Pashyati, in the deep sleep, he sees nothing. See? The reason is not that he is not seeing. So, Pashyan Vai Tanna Pashyati, he is seeing. But Tanna Pashyati, because there is nothing to see, then what can he do? See? Tanna pashyati. Like, we tell the children, don't do this, don't do that, but they are not listening. But you are telling. Therefore, although you are telling, they are not hearing. See, friend, yadvai tanna pashyati, pashyan vai tanna pashyati. So, although he is seeing, but he is seeing the absence of everything in the deep sleep. And therefore, deep sleep experience is what? Aham kimapi na janami, I know nothing. So, you are still there. You cannot be absent. And sukhena avapsamaha, and I had good sleep happily. So your absence cannot be, and therefore drashtuhu drishte viparilopaha na vidyate. Therefore the knower can never be absent. The vision, the light of the Atma Jyoti can never be absent because avinashitvad. It is beyond the scope of any destruction. Therefore, why he is not seeing anything? Natu tad vidvitiyam asti tad anyat vibhaktaha yat pashet. Because there is nothing other than it. So what can he see? See, it is something like, if we are, be attentive. It's a very good experiment. You must have done it. I told number of times. Sit in your room completely dark, like the deep sleep, completely dark, no light of any kind. So much darkness that you cannot see your own hand. And then open your eyes. So, because there is nothing to see, the seer is not born, but seeing is happening. This is what is mentioned here. Yadvai tanna pashyati, pashyan vai tanna pashyati. Although the seeing is happening, but because there is nothing to see, a seer is not born. Therefore, the seer, although not seeing, does not mean he has lost his seeing ability. Then why he is not seeing? Only because there is nothing else to see. In this manner, one has to bring to one's cognition the eternal presence that we are. It is for this purpose we are coming step by step. And this is not the story of only one, but it is universal principle that is applied. See, my friends, nobody can do it for us. We have to do it ourselves. It is so simple. Therefore, after having finished this, then now we enter the which mantra now? Thereafter, the 23rd mantra is over. Then in the 24th mantra, the same thought is exhaustively explained. Yad vai tanna jigrati, jigran vai tanna jigrati, nahi ghratuhu ghratehe, viparilopaha vidyate, avinashitvad natu tad dvitiyam asti yo anyat vibhaktam yad jigret. Now the same principle from all the experiences is indicated. After this was said, then we now come to the next mantra, wherein the teacher takes up the theme. What is that because of which there is spatial knowledge, that is, the various objects are distinctly known from each other? See, what is the reason? So here it is said, Jagrit sapna yoho iva yad vijaniya tat dvitiyam pravibhaktam anyatvena nasti iti uktam. See, in the deep sleep, unlike the waking and the dream, where the person can experience, there is none other than itself in the deep sleep. So as in the waking and the dream, one has somebody else, something else to be seen. And therefore, there is spatial knowledge, but something is red, something is blue, something is tall, something is short, something is bad smell, good smell. So something else is there. But when you come to the vision, then there is nothing else, only vision itself. We come to the Grana Shakti, only the smell. Nothing like Sugandha Durgandha. Therefore, Jagrat Swapna Yoho Iva Yad Vijaniyat Tad Dvitiyam Pravibhaktam Anyatvena na Asti Iti Uktam. But in the deep sleep, this Anyata, the otherness is not available. That means what? The Tanmatras are in their own position. So the eyes are open, but the Tanmatras are the one where we are seated. So Pashyan api nacha pashyati. So for other people, we are seeing. We are seeing something. But where are we? We are in our this drishti. See? You can see, although the camera is in front of me, although there is a reflection of camera on my eyes and I am not seeing, therefore, although I am seeing, I am not seeing. This experience of the deep sleep, when it is brought in the waking experience, a Jivan Mukta experience begins. And for that, our Mahamantra is the simplest. Dekho suno mat bolo. When we interact with something, we have given a status of reality to that. When we see the mirage waters, we have no reaction in the form of, oh, let me go and get some water, let me taste how it is. No reaction. And therefore, whenever something is recognized as real, then only we run after it. And if we recognize what is seen as real is in fact not real, it is illusion, naturally, from the objective world, we come to the Tanmatras. From the Tanmatras, we come to the mind. From the mind, we come to the eye. From the eye, we come to the Chetana. From the Chetana, we come to the Chaitanya. This is the process of withdrawal. Now, all this which I said, it happens every day with us when we go to sleep. So, what is the sleep? Sleep is giving Visheshata. See? जागृत स्वप्नयोः इव तद विजानीयात् तद द्वितीयं प्रविभक्तत्वमेव नास्ति इति उक्तम. There is no otherness. So slowly we are withdrawing from everything. अतः सुषुप्ते न विजानाति विशेषम. And therefore in the deep sleep there is no speciality. That means what? Vision is there, but red, yellow, blue is not there. The smelling ability is there, Ghrana Shakti, but Sugandha Durgandha is not there. Nanu यदि अस्य अयमेव स्वभावः किम निमित्त अस्य विशेष ज्ञानं स्वभाव परित्यागेन. Now doubt is raised. If this is the nature of the self, then why the self gives up its natural state and get lost in the special knowledge? See, Vishesha Vijnanam Swabhava Parityagena Nimittasya. What is the reason because of which he is lost in the specialities red, yellow, blue? Why doesn't it remain in the vision? Remain in the vision, let there be any color. Let there be any smell, remain in the Grahana Shakti, Grahana Tanmatra. See, what is the reason? Atha Vishesha Vijnanam eva asya swabhavaha kasmad esha Vishesham na vijanati. See, and if to know something specially is the very nature of this the Vijnana, Maya Kosha or the Jiva, then why he is not able to see something special in the deep sleep? Now here it is said, Yatra va anya divasyan tatra anyo anya pashed, anyo anya jigret, anyo anya rasayet, anyo anya vadayet, वदेत अन्यो अन्ये शृणुयात् अन्यो अन्ये मन्वीत अन्यो अन्ये स्पृशेत अन्यो अन्यन् विजानीयात्. If there is someone other than, see, and it is how anyat iva, that iva word is very important. Yatra va anyat iva syat. Wherever there is a sense of otherness, as if it is other. But if we again coolly try to understand, can the colors and forms exist without the vision? No. See, friends, but can the vision exist without the colors and form? Yes. Therefore, vision itself is expressing as colors and forms. So the non-specific vision alone is becoming spatial because of the upadhis in which this vision is interacting. So the colors are in the object, not in the vision. Therefore, yadva anyat iva syat. So actually, if we see properly, with proper understanding, colors and form cannot exist if apart from the vision. Like the ornaments cannot exist apart from the gold. The pots cannot exist apart from the clay. How simple it is. Therefore, yatrava anyat iva syat. But what happens? We give a status of reality to the differences, and thus we get lost in the differences. Seeing the differences, we don't require any brains. But to see the one behind all the differences, we require subtle intellect. See, friends, yatra va anyat iva syat, tatra anyo anyat pashet. But if there is no otherness taken as real, then how can anybody see anything? And what happens in the deep sleep? Yatra punaha sa avidya sushupte vastvantara pratyupasthapika shanta tena anyatvena avidya pravibhaktasya vastunaha abhavat tatkena kam pashet kim jigret vijaniyatva. See? Therefore, tatra in the sushupti avastha sa avidya sushupte vastu antara pratyupasthapika shanta. Now this ignorance, this illimited knowledge, this avidya, what is avidya? Red color is not blue, blue is not that, but all of them are nothing but the same vision. This is not known. See. So instead of giving attention to the color as a common denominator, we give importance to the specific colors, visheshata. Wherever there is visheshata, we have gone away from ourselves. Yatra punaha sa avidya sushupte, in the deep sleep, vastvantara pratyusthapika shanta. So in the deep sleep, this avidya is quietened. See, it is not exposing itself, therefore shanta. Tena anyatvena avidya pravibhaktasya vastunaha abhavat. And therefore, the sense of otherness has disappeared. There is nothing seen as other than. That means what? The vision has come back to the eyes. The sense organs have come back to the mind. The mind has come back to the asmita, I. The I has come back to the Chaitana. The Chaitana has come back to the Chaitanya. This is the journey. Kathopanishad, yachedvang manasi pradnyaha, tajyached jnana atmani mahati niyached, tajyached shanti atmani. Therefore, tena anyatvena avidya prabhivaktasya vastunaha abhavat, tat kena kam pashet jigre vijaniyatva. See? In the absence of the otherness, because the avidya is quietened, there is no possibility of otherness. And therefore, the experience is indicated like this. Salile eko drashta advaitah bhavati eshaha brahmalokah samradamiti ha enam ushashasa याज्ञवल्क्य एषस्य परमा गतिः एषस्य परमा सम्पत् एषोस्य परमो लोकः एषोस्य परम आनन्दः एतस्यैव आनन्दस्यान्यानि भूतानि मात्राम् उपजीवन्ति. Now here the example is given. When the yatha salile eko, if you take two pots, both are having water and you mix it in one pot. So they are two waters because they are in two pots. But when they are mixed together, you cannot separate them. In the same manner, Jivatma Chidabhasa, Paramatma Shuddha Chaitanya. When in the deep sleep they merge. See? This sound is on the top of my flat, and this is not only once you are hearing. I am having this music for the whole day. That is my sadhana. What they do, God knows, but whole day goes on, tak 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 tak. Salila eko drashta advaitaha bhavati esha brahmalokaha. So like when the waters are mixed in the water, it becomes one. Advaitaha, there is no separateness. Esha brahmalokaha. Therefore, in the deep sleep, this is the experience of the brahmalok. Yes, he is telling yes. Samrad itiha enam anushashasa. And it is here, like the king, he is happily living in the deep sleep. Yagyavalkya is telling, Esha asya paramagatihi. See, Yagyavalkya said, Esha asya jivatmanaha paramagatihi. It is the ultimate abode. Esha asya parama sampat. This is his ultimate wealth. Eshosya paramo lokaha. This is his, the param loka. He has reached the destination of his life. Esho asya paramanandaha. This is his supreme bliss. Esha se eva anandasya anyani bhutani matram upajivanti. Then all the other beings are only getting the glimpses of this infinite bliss through various stages of their life. Therefore, now again we come back. In deep sleep, according to yoga, it is vritti pradhan. Abhava pratyalambana vritti nidra. Vritti pradhan. Matter oriented. Everything is absent. But here what we are talking, that in the deep sleep, in the absence of everything, that which cannot be denied, vritti can be denied, the self cannot be denied. See? And this is asya ananda, his ultimate bliss. Remaining as you are is the ultimate bliss. No visheshta. Now what is the reason in the deep sleep we all have this experience of bliss? Because we are not anything special. It is just being. No mother, no father, no politician, no minister, no chaprasi, no nothing. Just one. See? And therefore, spiritual practice is not becoming someone extraordinary, but we remain most ordinary, unclaimed. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. If there are 3 children in a family and resources are less, so the 3 children will be competing with each other for getting more and more. See? But if there is only one child, no competition. He knows everything is his. In the same manner, when we are sadharan, non-specific, not extraordinary, we are just ordinary, then there is nothing to compete with. See? And this competition happens wherever we consider ourselves to be special. See? Like you take this example of the Mahatmas. Oh, those Mahatmas are great, in front of whom there are thousands and thousands of people sitting in a huge crowd. He is a great Mahatma. And the other Mahatma is all by himself in his, kutia somewhere. Oh, and one or two people only visit. So he is ordinary. But that is a great Mahatma. No, that is not the meaning. See how important it is for us to understand. Nobody can do it for us, my dear friends. Remember this again and again. See, therefore, एतस्य एव आनंदस्य अन्यानि भूतानि मात्राम उपजीवन्ति. So this bliss alone is expressed at different levels depending upon what we have. See, like this example I tell you, which I told number of times, is very important thing to know. One of my friend was a great smoker for 60 years. And he told me one day that the good news is I have given up smoking. Then I asked him this question. You were smoking for 60 years, you had some quantity of happiness. Now you have given up smoking. So you are miserable or happy? Now I am happy. Very good. Now evaluate these two happinesses. Earlier happiness you got because of smoking, and now the happiness you have because of not smoking. You have given up smoking. Which is superior? Of course, when I gave up smoking, this is the best thing that ever happened in my life. Meaning what? The real happiness is not in possession. Tyage neki amritatva manashu. So desiring things, including realization, is a bondage. We require realization if we are bound. We are not. Whether we want or we don't want, we are divine, we are liberated, we are never bound. See, friends, and therefore, the real spiritual practices remain at ease. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. See? So, after having said this, now Bhagavan Shankara's commentary is Svenavehi pradnena atmana swayam jyotis bhavayana samparishvakta samastasam prasannaha aptakamaha atmakamaha salila sachi bhuta salile iva salila eko dvitiyasya abhavat. That's what I told you just now. So, this aptakama, no desires, and atmakama, abiding in his own essential self. Therefore, when the waters from two pots are put together, it is one, there is no sense of otherness. Avidya hi dvitiya pravibhajyate. But these wrong notions alone create the otherness. Sacha shanta atra at ekaha. But in the deep sleep, this avidya is shanta. See? So what is the avidya? Avidya is coming under the influence of the sense organ, the mind and the intellect. See, when they are quietened, then drashta, druhtehe aviparilupta to atma jyoti svabhavayaha. Therefore, who is the drashta? Is the atma jyoti. He can never be absent. Advaito drashtavasya dvitiyasya abhavat. Because there is no other thing, this Atma is one without a second, dvitiyasya abhavat. Etad amrutam abhayam. And this Atma anubhuti is amrutam. Amrutam is never denied. We have to know the self only once, not twice. Anything which is finite demands repetition and practice. That which is infinite cannot be repeated. Oh, I don't know what they must be doing whole day. So, etat amritam abhayam, and because there is immortality, abhayam, there is no fear. Dvitiyatvai bhayam bhavati. Fear is always because of something which is other than the self. Esha Brahmalokaha, Brahmaiva Loko Brahmalokaha. This is called as Brahmaloka. This is the Brahman, this is the absolute reality. पर एव अयम अस्मिन् काले व्यावृत्त कार्य करणोपाधि भेदः स्वे आत्मज्योतिषी शांत सर्व संबंधः वर्तते हे सम्राट से पर एव अयम अस्मिन् काले व्यावृत्त कार्य करणोपाधि भेदः. So in this deep sleep, अस्मिन् काले, during the deep sleep, व्यावृत्त कार्य करणोपाधि भेदः, he is free from the upadhi and the differences created because of the upadhi, cause and effect. Sve atma jyotishi shanta sarva sambandha vartate he samrat. So, he samrat or Raja, Yajnavalkya is saying that in the deep sleep, atma jyotishi shanta sarva sambandha vartate. He is abiding in his blissful self and no relationship with any upadhi, gross body or the subtle body. इति एवं एनम जनक अनुशशास अनुशिष्टवान याज्ञवल्क्य इति श्रुति वचनम एतत्. In this manner, Yajnavalkya instructed Janak Maharaj. This is what the scriptures or the Shruti Mata tells. Now, Katham va anushasasa? So, what kind of updesh he has done? Esha asya vidyanamaya paramagatihi. Be attentive. This is the ultimate of the jiva. Vidyanamaya, the jiva. And therefore, this jiva may be enjoying or suffering in the waking and the dream. Ultimately, he gives up both the conditionings. See? So, the same man is the son, same man is a father. Both of them. As a son, he is the effect. As a father, he is the cause. But as a man, he is neither the cause nor the effect. See? So, कथम वा अनुशेषः एष अस्य विज्ञानमयस्य परमागति. So Vijnanamaya Kosha ultimately come up to the deep sleep and again the whole cinema begins. Beyond this, Vijnanamaya Kosha cannot go beyond the deep sleep. Now, यहाँ तु अन्य देह ग्रहण लक्षणा ब्रह्मादि स्तंभ पर्यंताः अविद्या कल्पिताः ता गतयः अतः अपरमा अविद्या विषयत्वात् and all other things. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, going to the higher world, going to the lower world, up to the Brahmaji, born in a good family, born in a bad family. These are the aparagatayaha. These are not the ultimate of the jiva. See, how important. Because again, if you are born, again you will be going to suffer and enjoy, and again go to sleep, and again you are born. Therefore, Anyagatayaha aparamaha avidya vishayatvat, because they are born out of the wrong notions that I am the body, I am the jiva. Iyam tu devatvadi gatinam karma vidya sadhyanam parama uttama gati. Now this gati, what we have understood in this clear understanding, that in the deep sleep, the jiva comes back to his divine nature. And this is the ultimate. Now that doesn't mean you have to keep sleeping. Only know that we are independent of the body identification and independent of the jiva bhava. Like the man has to understand, I am neither the son nor the husband, although I am playing the game of life as the son and the husband. That's it. We don't have to die, don't have to give up anything, only change our understanding. See? So, iyam tu devatvadi gatinam karma vidya sadhyanam. And what are the other gatis? You do satkarma, you go to Pitraloka, you do the upasana, you go to Devaloka. So all these gatis are karma vidya sadhyanam. By the karma and upasana, we go to the various lives. And paramottama yes samastatma bhavaha. See? And paramagati is only atma bhava, neither good nor bad. See? Yatra nanyat pashyati, nanyat shroti, nanyat vijanati iti. So what is the ultimate? Ultimate is where there is no sense of otherness at all. This is the ultimate. The whole Vedanta sadhana is undoing and unbecoming. We become somebody because we do something. In deep sleep, we don't do anything. Therefore, we don't become anybody, and therefore we are nobody, therefore we are happy. See? How simple it is. Therefore, keep sleeping. Yes, keep sleeping. But sleep like a wise man. How the wise man sleeps? Dekho suno mat bolo. There is no need to comment. There is no need to give advice. There is no need to give our opinion. No, nothing. And if somebody is eating your head, then only one reply will quieten for good. I don't know. That's it. I don't know. See, friends, don't be a caretaker of the whole world. The one who created, let him suffer. You enjoy. You are not here to suffer. Iyam tu devata adi gatinam karma vidya sadhyanam paramottama yas samastatma bhavaha. Therefore, the ultimate is oneness with the totality. We have nothing to do, nowhere to go. This is our ultimate. Yatra nanyat pashyati, nanyat shrunoti, nanyat vijaneti. Therefore, there is nothing to see, there is nothing to know, there is nothing to do anything. Relax, relax, relax. Esha cha parama sampat sarvasam sampadam vibhuti nam iyam parama swabhavikatvad asya. See, this is the ultimate wealth. Parama sampada. See, like we have got the sadhan chatushtaya sampannata. See. So, what is the Shamadhi Shataka Sampatti? Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Shraddha, Tidiksha, Samadhana. This is called as the Shamadhi Shataka Sampatti, sixfold spiritual wealth. See? We have wealth means what? How much houses I got, how much money I got, how many people are with me, how many are my followers. Okay. So, एष वै च परमा संपद सर्वसाम संपदाम विभूति नाम इयम ही परमा स्वाभाविकत्वात् अस्या. देखो, therefore this is the ultimate attainment and which is our natural state. Krutaka hi anya sampadaha. And all other achievements, worldly achievements as well as the siddhis, these are not the real sampad. See, friends, there is one, my very sweet Amma. She, by God's grace, she has been very deeply involved in her spiritual practices, doing the Devi Upasana and Sri Vidya Upasana and all kinds of things. And slowly, slowly, Whatever she was telling others, people used to come to her, tell others, they used to get benefit and all that. And then it became so much that she all the time she was busy in doing that only. That people are benefited. So she asked me, Swami, what is happening, what I should do? I said, if you want to continue, but know for certain. When you cure somebody, where is that disease will go? It will come to you. See, it will not disappear. See, bhogat eva prarabdha kshayaha. See, friends, if you are reading the various pothis, in the Sai Baba's pothi, this topic comes. There was some child, so that mother was very miserable. My child is suffering from some disease, some pandemic was going on during that time. And therefore I am afraid. So he showed in his own thighs, see, there are so many big knots have come because I have to suffer your diseases, because if I remove your disease, it has to come to somebody. See? Therefore, all these are the secondary. See, parama swabhavikatvad asyaha krutaka anya sampada. So when you control the prakriti by yama, niyama, asan, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, samadhi, and then the sampradnyat samadhi, sampradnyat yoga, and then asampradnyat samadhi, asampradnyat yoga, then all the divine siddhis start happening in you. But that is not the ultimate attainment in life. See, friends. एषैव स परमा संपदा सर्वासां संपदां विभूतानां इयं परमा स्वाभाविकत्वात् अस्याः. Now this is the blissful existence is the ultimate because swabhavika it is uncreated. तथा एष अस्य परमो लोकः, and therefore this is the ultimate abode that we are abiding in, ultimate experience. So परमा विभूति and अपरमो लोकः, and ये अन्य कर्म फलाश्रयाः लोकः ते अस्मात् अपरमा, and all other lokas, going to the Pitrulok, going to the Brahmalok, going to the Swarga, these are apara lokaha, they are not the parama, because kshine punne martyalokam vishanti. See, friends, we come back again in this world. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. Who can help us? So, ये अन्य कर्म फलाश्रयाः लोकाः ते अस्मात् परमा, because they are the karma phalashraya. You do this karma, you go there. You don't do this karma, you don't go there. Ayam tu na kenachit karmana miyate. This attainment, realization of one's essential self, cannot be measured in terms of any karma. It is not a karma phala. Being is not karma phala. Becoming is a karma phala. See? Therefore, swabhavikatvad eshosya paramo loka, this is our essential natural state. Tatha esha asya parama anandaha. And therefore, this experience of the deep sleep is paramananda. Okay. And only if we know this. See, therefore I told you, deep sleep and realization is one and the same, provided we know. If our understanding of deep sleep is that there are no thoughts, then we are still in Prakriti. But if our understanding is there, all these upadhis have no impact on me. Because of the upadhi, otherness is created. Upadhis are supported by me, but they cannot influence me. Man supports the upadhi of the father, therefore he becomes the son. See, the man supports the upadhi of the wife, therefore he becomes the husband. So upadhis are supported by the substratum, Purusha, and therefore they cannot influence him. He is a support. But after supporting, when he gets influenced, the samsara begins. Tatha esho asya parama anandaha. Therefore, this is the ultimate bliss. यानी अन्यानि विषये इंद्रिय संबंध जनितानि आनंद जातानि तानि अपेक्ष एषोस्य परम आनंद विनित्यत्वात्. All other, what are the other anandas? They are Vishaya Indriya Sambandha Janayitvat. See, Matra Sparshasta Kaunteya Shitoshna Sukha Dukkhada. All the experiences gathered through the contact between sense organs and sense objects, these are Janitani, Ananda Jatani, Tanapeksha. In comparison to this, Eshaha Paramo Anandaha Nityatvan. Because all other happiness that we gain through coming in contact with the worldly objects is temporary. It cannot be permanent. As long as you are in that mode, it is happiness. After that, the same thing becomes disgusting. See, friends. Therefore, it is not real. Parama Anando Nityatvan. Yo vai bhuma tat sukham, Chandogya Upanishad tells. Therefore, the infinite alone is bliss. The finite are the blisters. Yatra anyat pashat, anyat vijanati, tad alpam, martyam amukham sukham. See? Therefore, where there is a sense of otherness, sense of knowing something else, then that is the alpam sukham, that is not the real one. Idam tu tad viparitam, but is atma jnanam or atmananda or brahmananda is tad viparitam, it is infinite. Ataha esha eva asya paramanandaha. Therefore, this is the supreme bliss. What is happening? We are compromising with the finite happiness when we come in contact with the worldly objects. So, एतस्य एव आनंदस्य मात्रां कलाम अविद्या प्रत्युपस्थापितां विषयेन्द्रिय संबंध काल विभाव्याम अन्यानि भूतानि उपजीवन्ति. No, of this infinite, a part, a fraction of this infinite bliss. See, etasya eva anandasya, of this infinite bliss, matram kalam is only a fraction, a little bit of it. Avidya pratyupasthitam, vishendriya janitam, and out of this infinite bliss, the happiness that we get by coming in contact with sense objects through the sense organs, it is extremely less, and most of the people are living on the basis of this. Kanitani, which are those? Tata eva anandad vishaya आनंदात अविद्या प्रविभज्य मावन रूपाणि अन्य अनन्यत्वेन तानि ब्रह्मणः परिकल्प्य मानानि अन्यानि सन्ति उपजीवन्ति भूतानि विषयेन्द्रिय संपर्क द्वारेण विभाव्यमानाम. So which are those? See? So starting from the Brahmaji up to the small one. So all these experiences which are gathered through the sense organs, etc., they are only a fraction of this infinite bliss. And therefore they are conditioned by the ignorance, avidya, or the means of knowledge. Now, what are those? Now, this is a beautiful topic in the, which is this mantra, 33rd mantra. What Bhagavan says here? यस्य परमानंदस्य मात्रा अवयवा ब्रह्मादिभिः मनुष्य पर्यन्तैः भूतैः उपजीवन्ते तद आनंद मात्रा द्वारेण मातृणं परमानंद अधिजगमीयेषन् आह सैन्धव लवण शकलैक इव लवण शैलम. Now what is said? यस्य परमानंदस्य मात्रा, in a fraction of this Paramananda, Avayavaha fraction, Brahmadivihi Manushya Parantehi Bhutaihi. Starting from Brahmaji, the creator of this world, up to the human beings, all of them are living on the fraction of this Brahmananda. Tad Ananda Matrena Mantrinam is only the fraction of this. Tada Ananda Matra Dvarena Mantrinam Paramanandam Adhijagam Isha. And therefore, from this fraction of the bliss of the deep sleep, one is brought to the infinite bliss. See? And it can happen only by understanding, not by sleeping all the time. Therefore, it is said, Paramananda Adhijagam. It is indicated we are brought to the Brahmananda or Paramananda by knowing what exactly the experience of the deep sleep. See, again I am repeating, if for us deep sleep is absence of thoughts, then it is wrong. Deep sleep is our divine nature not conditioned by any sense of otherness, because all the upadhis are discarded. And therefore, example is given, Saindhava Lavana Shalakaihi Iva Lavana Shailam. If there are, the mountains of salt, so if if you take a lump of salt, then if you take one small fraction of that, if it is salty, we know the whole ocean, the whole mountain is salty. In the same manner, if you come to discover this Brahmananda a little bit correctly, then you enter in the infinite Brahmananda. Now how it is? Now the same topic we come across in Taittiriya Upanishad. And there also this is brought in a very beautiful way. Sayo manushanam radha samruddha bhavati annesham adhipatihi sarvaihi manushyakai bhogaihi sampannatamaha sa manushanam paramahanandaha atha yeshatam manushanam anandaha sa eka pitrunam jitalokalokanam anandaha atha yeshatam pitrunam jitalokalokanam anandaha sa eko gandharvalokanam gandharvaloka anandaha atha yeshatam gandharvaloka anandaha sa eka karma devanam anandaha ye karmana devatva abhisampadhyante atha ये शतम कर्म देवानामानंदः स एक आजान देवानामानंदः यश्च श्रोत्रिय अवृजिनः अकामहतः अथ ये शतम आजान देवानामानंदः स एक प्रजापति लोक आनंदः यश्च श्रोत्रिय अवृजिनः अकामहतः अथ यही शतम प्रजापति लोक आनंदाः स एको ब्रह्मलोक आनंदाः यश्च श्रोत्रिय अव्रजिन अकामहतः यथैष एष परम आनंदः एष ब्रह्मलोकः सम्राट इति होवाच याज्ञवल्क्यः सोऽहं भगवते सहस्रं ददामि अत ऊर्ध्वं विमोक्षायैव ब्रूहि इत्यतः याज्ञवल्क्यः बिभयांचकार मेधावी राजा सर्वेभ्यो मान्तेभ्यः उदरौत्सीदति So he said, this is very beautiful. This is type of trying to help us quantify the infinite. Paramananda is the supreme bliss. That means it is the ultimate. It is the limit. Beyond that there is no bliss. Paramananda. So how do you tell that? See? Because we are all able to understand quantification. But when we go subtle and subtle in our experiences, then quantification becomes very abnormal, very peculiar. Like some kids write us some message. Swamiji, I love you. So that I is okay. Love, spelling is L-O-O-O-O, 2-3 lines O-O goes on, and then comes E-V-E. I love you. Now what does it mean? Trying to tell how much more I love you. This is a very important approach to express the quantity of love. But there is no other way. In the same manner, this Brahmananda is indicated by quantifying so that we are able to comprehend to some glimpses of the Brahmananda. Now here the teacher says, स यहाँ कश्चित् मनुष्याणां मध्ये राद्धः संसिद्धः अविकलः. Suppose there is someone among the human beings, among the people, he is samsiddhaha, avikalaha. He is perfect, healthy. See? And samagra avayavaha ityarthaha. All his faculties are perfect. His hands, legs, nose, eyes, physically, beauty-wise, health-wise, completely he is a perfect human being. Ityarthaha. समृद्ध उपभोग उपकरण संपन्न भवति. See, and he is having sufficient wealth so that he is having every possible instrument for the enjoyment. उपकरण संपन्न भवति. किंच अन्येषां समान जातीयानाम् अधिपतिः स्वतंत्रः, and he is the king of all the people of his kind. He is the king. Adhipati, Swatantraha, he is independent being the king. And Patirna Mandalikaha, but he is not controlled by some other king. Sarvaihi Samastaihi Manushakaihi Divya Bhoga Upakarana Nivrutyartham Manushanami Vayani Bhoga Upakarnani Tahi Sampannanam Api Esha Atishayana Sampannaha Sampanna Tamaha Sa Manushanam Parama Ananda. So a person who is having the best of everything in this world, see, lot of wealth, good health, and all faculties are absolutely normal. You have got very beautiful wife, intelligent and understanding, sacrificing. Children are very good, and you are ruling the whole world. See, that is the condition. What will be that ananda or bliss? This is the one unit of human happiness. We can't even think of that. We have got all the problems of life. See? So where is our human happiness? We don't have even a fraction of the human happiness. See? Therefore, this is Manushyanam Paramananda. This is one. Now Tatra आनंद नंदितो आनंदानंदितो हो अभेद निर्देशान नांतरम भूत्वा इति मेतद. Therefore, to indicate that average people's happiness and the happiness of the king, who is everything is perfect in him, just to make it us understand this particular say, because Ananda is not an object which can be shown. See, it is an experience. So, Paramanandasya eva iyam vishaya vishaya karena matra prasrusreti yuktam yatra va anya divas syat. Therefore, this Vishay, the object, and the enjoyer of the object, these are the part of the Paramananda. And therefore it is said, Yatra va anya divasya ityadi vakyena. See, this bliss is infinite, uncomparable. In this manner, Parama Ananda iti ityabhidesh nirdeshaha. Therefore, this Ananda is abhedatmak, where there is no sense of otherness. This is what we have to understand now. Drushtam manushanandam adim krutva. Now, after having told what is the bliss, see, what is the bliss? Drushtam manushanam anandam adim krutva. So we are defined what is the ultimate human happiness. Then shatagunottara kramena unniya paramananda yatra bhedo nivartate tam adagamiyati. Now from here onward we will be told 100 times human ananda is that ananda, 100 times that ananda is another ananda. This is how it is being multiplied by 100, 100, 100. See? So, atra ayam anandaha jata gunottara kramena vardhamanaha yatra vriddhi kashtam anubhavati yatra ganita bhedo nivartate. So, what is the Paramananda? Therefore, atra ayam anandaha shata gunottara kramena. So, it is multiplied 100 and 100, 100 times. And Vardhamanaha, that much it is increasing. How much more Ananda it is. And Yatra Vriddhi Kashtam Anubhavati. And ultimately, one comes to a point that it cannot be anything added to that happiness. Ultimate. See? Now, just to give an example, to make it little understand, when we are extremely hungry, and then food is available, our choice food is available, and unlimited is available, and it is given to us happily, and we are healthy to eat and digest, no diabetes, no nothing. And thus you start eating, oh nice, oh nice, oh nice. How much will you eat? Then we come to a point where after we say, now no more, I am done. Now take some more. No, I cannot. We have reached a kind of state where do not want or we cannot add any more happiness. If we take more than that, it will be misery. Therefore, here we reach a limit in that happiness. But here in case of the Brahmananda, it is Vardhamana yatra vriddhi kashtam anubhavati yatra ganita bhedo nivartate. You cannot talk in terms of how much more, it is infinite. Therefore, the simple rule of the infinite is that where addition and subtraction are one, that is the infinite, that is the Brahmananda. So, Ganita Bhedo Nivartate, Anya Darshana Shravana Manana Bhavan Tam Paramananda Vivakshan. And therefore, the Paramananda is indicated by the Shruti Mata by various this method. How this Ananda is much more and all that. Now, what is that? That we will see in our tomorrow's example, tomorrow's class. It is so beautiful. So, we are now stopping at page number 1005. Tomorrow we start next. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.